There you go. You guys ready?
Come here.
Where's Adam?
Nina, where are you? Come on.
Okay.
Ellie.
So shy.
Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. Did you guys go to last Anaheim show?
Um, we were,
No, huh?
yeah, we went on
Huh?
Sunday, like the last hour.
Oh,
We were
okay.
all sick the whole weekend we were sick.
Oh, yeah. That's a bit, true because there's like so many people that I know like getting sick because of the weather change. Sometimes like really hot and sometimes really cold. Like like tonight's what like mid 50, well low 50, right? Right now.
Yeah.
Did you guys see anything cool at the show?
Yes.
No.
She didn't get to go, but Aiden went with me.
Oh
What did you see?
no. Yeah, Adam. What do you see?
Parties. Snakes. More snakes. Reptiles.
Reptiles. Oh my goodness. Can you guys, fit into the screen because I only see Ellie and the mom. There you go, Adam. I can see you now.
My daddy. Come on, Missy.
Oh, your dad is there too.
He just got back home from work.
Come on,
Oh,
Mr. Zookeeper.
yeah. He can join too if he wants.
Come on, Mr. Zookeeper.
Calling Daddy Mr. Zookeeper.
Yeah. Mr. Keeper.
And go down at
Yeah.
the camera.
He's tired probably, right, after work.
He's here.
Yeah, he just got back.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the best way to fit all of you guys in the screen. I can see Ellie and then Adam, obviously, but the mom is like cut half.
Oh,
Now I can see you.
yeah.
Maybe put a little bit more further, just a little bit, if you guys want. Yeah. I cannot see the dad. I can see the hat, but yeah. Yeah. Maybe put a little bit like further, maybe. I don't know. But anyway. There you go. Okay. This is good enough. How you guys doing? Like everybody okay now? I mean besides like getting sick and stuff? Everybody good?
Yep. We're all good now. You guys good?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys do for New Year?
What do we do for New Year's?
Stay home. Having
Yeah.
fun.
We did the countdown and then bedtime.
Yeah, yeah. It's really hard to like go out like nowadays because like everywhere is like really crowded, like so many people, especially when you have like kids. It's really hard to, just to travel. But yeah.
We're going
Anything new? Huh?
soon.
What did you say?
We're going to China soon.
Oh. How old is Adam?
How old are you?
7.
7. Yeah, Adam is like completely remind me when I was like his age, but maybe he's more like calm. I'm like more DM, like really crazy back then.
He's really calm
Oh.
right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, but like in general, he's like really crazy too. No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of singing.
a lot of singing.
Some yelling.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because when I was his age, I always get in trouble, like either in school, like in everywhere, pretty much. So yeah. um, how many animals do you guys have right now?
16. Over 10.
16. What are they?
What are they?
Newton skink.
Mm-hmm.
Blue tongue skink,
Bearded
Okay.
dragon.
bearded dragon.
Okay.
What else?
Actually, we have 3. 3 of bearded dragons.
What else
One
do you
blue
have?
tongue
What else?
skink.
And a whole
3
bunch.
bearded dragons. 1 blue tongue skink, and a whole bunch of snakes.
All
A whole
bunch of
bunch of
snakes.
snakes.
How many ball pythons do you guys have?
And rats.
And we have rats.
And rats. How many ball pythons do you guys have?
We have about 20.
Right now, right? It's gonna be like more coming.
For now.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna go to next Pomona, the one in August, I think, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, we've been going to like every reptile show in the area.
Right. And then they have the one coming, right, for San Diego, I believe. It's a super show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think in
April or
like
something like that.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know you mentioned that you have them, like have the school at home, right? So you kind of like
Yeah.
teach them and things like that. Yeah. So the reason that I wanna talk to you guys is because I know other peoples out there, who have families, and then let's say if their kids want like a pet reptiles, right? What is what is the best way if they want to start? Like, what advice do you might have for them?
Um,
Yeah.
well, when she first brought up that she wanted a reptile, I didn't grow up with pets or
Okay.
reptiles and stuff, so
Okay.
the best thing that we did was we tried to do our research.
Okay.
Um, but it's really hard with the internet because there's so much information out there, and sometimes it contradicts each other and stuff. So the best
Yeah.
information that we got was just from going to the reptile show and actually talking to people, um, and stuff like that. So yeah,
Okay.
anybody who
Yeah.
wants to start, that kind of helped a lot to do our research so that we knew what we were kind of getting into before we got a pet.
Right.
So we
So,
actually went and got like all the enclosed, like we had a tank with everything set up and no animal in it.
like right, that's a really a good way to start. Actually, just have the enclosure ready to go before you get the animals. Because some people do it the opposite way: get the animal first and then worry about the enclosure.
Yeah,
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 yeah, because I get like so many emails, like DMs or like questions, like a lot of kids they want to get their first pet, but their parents kind of like say no, or they really don't want them to have anything with like reptiles in general. So let's say if like from parent to parent, right? What do you tell them if, let's say, their kids want do the same? Because like Adams and Ellie are like super lucky because you as parents really supported to them, right? But what about those parents that still kind of like shy away, kind of like taking against these reptiles or like well, snake in general?
yeah. I actually
What would you
think
say?
that I think that reptiles actually make great first pets for kids because they're so low maintenance compared to like if somebody were to get a puppy, right? Like if you wanted to get your
They're
kid,
high maintenance.
yeah, like a kid can't by themselves take care of a puppy. The parent has to end up taking care of the puppy, right? But like when we
Yeah.
got our bearded dragon, which was the first reptile that we got, these kids
Mm-hmm.
were doing everything by themselves. They were picking up the poop, they were changing out the water dish, they were dealing with all the feeder bugs because mom doesn't want to touch any of them. So Adam was the one like going into the dubia roach colony and grabbing the bugs out and throwing them in there for the bearded dragon.
Wow.
So the kids were able to do it all themselves, and then of course the reptile's like in a tank, so it's contained. She's not running around everywhere, pooping, making a mess of your house, chewing up stuff. Like it was just a really good introduction for them to have their own responsibilities and to learn how to be responsible and care for another living thing. So I always tell
Yeah.
parents I felt like that was a good first pet for them.
Okay. You said the really right on point that responsibilities because I mean I'm not a parent by all means. I don't have kids and I'm not married too. So it's really hard for me to kind of like talk to like to parents, especially if their kids contact me and then try to pursue their parents or like convince their parents. It's really hard. So it's always good to have like you guys for as good examples when it comes to like families because you have kids and then you have like reptiles as pet, right? So it's really good to kind of like talk from parent to parents pretty much. I mean they don't really care about like my opinions, right? Because obviously they think I'm really biased when it comes to like reptiles in general, you know what I mean? And then you said something about responsibility, which is a really good point here. That do you agree that it's always best to kind of like introduce or teach your kid as like to be like responsible? Maybe we can start with having like small pets like at first, right? Because they know how to take care of them. It's really good to kind of like have them start learning to have responsibilities, right?
Yeah, and I think it builds up their confidence too, because you
Hmm.
get like this little lizard that's like this big, and
Yeah.
she took care of it for a year and watched it grow to be this big lizard, and it's just like I just feel like they I don't know, like they just own it so much more, like they just love it so much more, knowing that this is the product of all of my care, that I was able to raise up this reptile. And yeah, I think it really builds up their confidence too.
In general, yeah. um, how do you, well, not not to convince like other parents that against these reptiles, but so let's say if like kids comes to you, right, and they ask you questions like I wish I like I had like good parents like Adams and Ellie, right? What would you tell them, like the best way to convince their parents so they can allow them to have pets?
We're still trying to figure that one out.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Can you tilt the camera a little bit because I cannot see? Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
yeah, we're still trying to figure
What
that
was
one
it?
out.
Yeah.
We've had in so many contact where people still, even though we tell them all these great things about reptiles and how they're really low maintenance and good starter pets, parents are still
Yeah.
like, but they're reptiles. So we're still trying to
Right.
see how we can approach so it's more palatable.
Mm-hmm.
We tried numerous times to like convince other parents, um, but I'm not so sure it's more of the what I feel like that we really like about it. It's like the opportunity to tell your kids like, hey, you did a good job. Like you took care of your pets and you watched them grow and you took ownership of that. And I think that may be the way to go about it. Which I haven't tried it out yet, but I think that might be the better approach
Right.
to get parents excited.
Yeah. So this is what I usually tell them. So you can like add your opinions whether if I do it properly or not. So me personally, because I grew up with really strict families. Like both of my parents, they completely don't want to hear anything about reptiles or like pet in general, right? They just say no, it's bad for you. That's it. I don't want to hear anything else. But somehow I made a way to kind of like negotiate with them. It's like, hey, if I do good in school, I get like straight A's. Can I have this or whatever like that? Or I can do like chores or like cleaning this or that, whatever like that, right? So somehow I kind of like negotiate with them. But I'm talking about this is like dogs before, not even like reptiles. This is when I was like kids, right? Um, Somehow I managed to like negotiate with them, and then that's what I keep telling like other kids, because for some reason I get more than 18%, like my followers are kids. I'm talking about anywhere from 10 to like 15 years old. So I keep telling them, just be nice to your parents, be respectful, and then negotiate with them. Like, look, if I get a good grade in school, can I get that? I mean, don't start like snakes in general. Just get like a, I don't know, like pet geckos or something like that. Something small, right?
Yeah.
And then you can gradually kind of like increase from there. And then I can be wrong because I'm not a parent by all means, but I still believe when parents see their kids like having this like motivation to accomplish something or to get something, and then they see that you're really serious about it or do good things from it, they tend to give you what you want, because unless you have like really crazy out of control parents. I mean, that's another story. I'm talking about just like normal parents, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a good way. Just kind of like work something out. Parents willing to listen to you, like no matter how stubborn they are. They're willing to negotiate with you. Just do good. Be a good kid, and then you will get what you want. Pretty much when it comes to like pet toys, whatever like that. What do you guys think based on that experience?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it depends on the maturity of the kids. Like if they, like you said, if they're able to let their parents know, hey, I want this pet, and I'm going to do these things to buy it, to care for it, to make sure it stays alive. If a
Yeah.
kid talks to their parent as if they are a little mini adult, then the parent's more likely to say, okay, I'll give you a chance to do this. And I think with Ellie, she was like, watching YouTube videos and taking notes on care, and like, she was doing a lot of the research on her own. And so that's kind of what started the conversation between me and Kevin. I was like, hey, I think she's ready for a pet of her own. Like, she wants her own pet, and she's been doing her research and all that stuff. And so that's kind of like why we started, was because she took the initiative to kind of
Right.
do research and stuff. Yeah, so I think that's on point to like the right way of how you can convince your parents to get a pet reptile. But then there are like, especially in my family, like that, like snakes kind of get a bad rap. And even for me, like before we started this reptile thing, I thought like snakes were evil and stuff, and then you realize that they're actually
Yeah.
very misunderstood,
Yeah.
and they're actually very lovable and cute and cuddly.
Huh?
And adorable.
Yeah.
And adorable.
Yeah, they are. Um, what is your goal like moving forward when it comes to having these reptiles or like getting involved in this hobby? Like, what are you guys trying to accomplish moving forward?
Um,
We did actually
so
talk about it like back then, remember? But I just kind of like wanna touch base on that topic again. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the reptile hobby is very unique in that you can get it to kind of pay for itself, whereas like you could collect the other things and they just kind of collect dust on your wall or something. But like with
Right.
the reptiles, you could kind of turn it into like a little mini business if you wanted to, and stuff. And I guess with the kids, it's been kind of fun to learn that side of things, um, because we're not business people by any means, and stuff. But like to just have the hobby pay for itself would be really cool. Was kind of one of the goals that we had in mind. That way, we could stay in it longer. Because keeping animals gets expensive after a while.
I
Right.
know
Do
for
you guys? Mhm.
oh sorry, I was
Go ahead,
saying
Kevin.
for Ellis herself, she wanted to like, I guess we could use that platform to share reptiles and to share to other kids who are interested in them, maybe a little timid about them. So Ellis really wants to start like an education program with reptiles. So I think that's kind of the long-term thing for her. And so we're just kind of using what we know, maybe a little bit of business to help pursue that interest.
Right. I was about to ask you about that part too. If you guys ever, like interested doing like educational, programs or like channels, like YouTube videos, things like that, because I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of people needed that, things that we just discussed earlier about like how to convince their parents, maybe they like don't like the animals or things like that, or even like parents um, just like watching the video that you guys make maybe, and then they kind of like change their mind that this reptile hobby are not for those crazy people, full tattoos or bunch of like earrings or things like that. So we just normal people that love animals in general, but if they see just like you guys maybe making a videos or kind of like telling them like, "Oh, okay, this is let's say a bearded dragon and this is how you take care of it and this is why I love about this bearded dragon." Simple things like that can potentially change a lot of people's mind in general, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one of Ellie's goals. That she originally wanted to share or help other. She told me this was when she was like 7 years old when we first started. She said, "Mommy, I really want to help other kids get over their fear of
Yeah.
reptiles," and she's done
Yeah.
that like over the
Three
past
times a day.
3 times.
Hmm?
And she's we'll take the animals to the park, and a lot of the kids come up to us, and she'll share her animals with them, and she really loves it. And so yeah, we've been thinking about YouTube.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something to look forward to in 2020. We'll see.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much just doing the same thing too, but like this time,
2021.
well, I'm recording 2021. That's like next year, Adam. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea because sometimes like inviting like their friends, and then you can start from theirs, right? Because like to be honest with you, a lot of people love when you know um, kids or like children make their own like YouTube videos, because they don't really like fake it or like trying to pretend about anything. They just like speak their minds, pretty much. So that should be a really good way to start the channels. So well, I'm don't start like 2021. That's like a long time from now. Start like next week or like this weekend.
Wow.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, because if you guys start the channel, I can help you guys kind of like promote it. That maybe we can start from there, and it's a good thing too because when you go to the show, you can create a lot of content. I mean, simple things just like like let's say Ellie or like Adams get or like touch a new geckos or things like that, right? Just say like, "Hi, my name is Adam. This is geckos, and I like it." That's it.
that has
Simple like that, yeah. How old is Ellie right now?
how old are you now?
8?
Yeah, she's 8.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna
Um,
be 9 in February.
Oh, 10 in February. Okay, so it's like very soon then.
Yeah. So she has a birthday coming up.
Oh yeah. When is her birthday?
And her birthday party theme is she wants it to be reptiles, of course.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. You guys can also do like like reptile educational like tour or things like that. Eventually, once you guys get used to it and then get comfortable in front of cameras, you can invite all of these like their friends to have like a birthday like birthday parties, and then have like this educational like party theme or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's a really good
That's
money too.
another thing that
Mhm.
yeah, we have lots of ideas. We just, have to kind of sit down and actually plan out what we're gonna do, and because there's just so much that you could do with the reptiles. It's really a really great hobby to get into.
Yeah. And the best part is, because you guys have kids, right? So there's like so many ideas that you can do with them. It's easy. So it's not necessary to like showcase the animals, and this is like this morph and this is this combo. You can do like a lot of things, and then if you structure it properly, there's a really good money too, because there's gonna be a lot of sponsorship, things like that. So
Yeah, I mean that's the goal, is to just at least
yeah.
let the hobby pay for itself.
What do you think, Kevin? Are you gonna
Oh,
do it like next week or like 2021?
well, the idea is to try to do it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
The only thing logistically is like, can we do it while still maintaining like their schoolwork and stuff like that?
Right. Oh, do you still go to school?
Because what?
You still go to school?
Oh no! It's like the kids, like
Oh,
if they're
oh.
to do a YouTube
Okay.
channel, like would their
Uh-huh.
schoolwork suffer by
Hmm.
having to take care of the pets, and then also YouTube and then
Right.
also school too.
We homeschool.
Yeah. Well, like doing that YouTube is, like they can do it while they're taking care of their animals, right? So it doesn't have to be like separate time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because just like you mentioned like earlier, when they let's say take the animals to the park, you can do that YouTube right there. There's another content right there, instead of like just showcasing the animals without making the video out of it. You know what I mean?
But how about in terms of like production value? Would it just be like just straight raw content, and you kind of
Yeah.
throw it
Yeah.
on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah. You can start like like from your phone. There, right?
We're just wondering.
Yeah.
Well, we're just wondering, like, I don't know, if it would be either shunned because it's so
No,
just,
no.
I don't know how to say it, but like the
Yeah.
production value, I guess, wouldn't be there.
No, no. To see, this is kind of the things that a lot of breeders actually, or like a lot of my friends in these hobbies, have the same. Well, not issue, kind of like hold back, because they overthink a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Because of
that's probably
they
where we're
think they
at
need
right
like a
now.
cool. Yeah, no. You don't need like cool logos or like cool names or like cool contents. Just be yourself. Because to be honest with you, I mean, me personally, and then I believe a lot of people feel the same way. I love when the video is just raw. I'm talking about just be yourself, and that's it. I I mean, I don't like when people are, kind of like making this animal video pretending to be like Steve Irwin or someone else to be cool, to acting like certain ways. I don't really watch that kind of like nonsense. And then the content doesn't have to be like half an hour. You can just do like 5 minutes or like 3 minutes. It's really easy. Just like, let's say Adam's feeding his a bearded dragons. That's like 2 minutes, right? But if you keep constantly posting, and then you can grow your channel from there. Because if you, let's say, look like like Brian Costco, or like even like Brian Barchek, right? Like BHB, like a snake bite. If you watch like his very first video, it was a mess, but he just keeps doing it. He never think
Yeah.
about, oh my God, what about the content, that production, scenario. No, just shoot and post. That's it. Even
Yeah,
right
I
now,
think
it's much easier.
Yeah, I think that's my thing. Is like, who wants to watch his clean cages?
No,
It's like
people watch that, to clean cages. Well, I'm using a lot of videos that, like some breeders, cleaning their cages, that, right? And especially if you, have like your kids, having this kind of like responsibility to clean their cages, and then they're taking care of their animals. They know, they have these, like responsibilities. I'm pretty sure it's gonna generate a lot of interest from other parents too, even like other kids that watch that video, because it's easier to relate when they see or they feel like we are the same people. It's like nothing better or like nothing different, than people, like making, like video YouTube or things like that. We're just the same people. It's easier to relate. You know what I mean? So that's why, well, that's why it's, start, but don't focus too much on like how the production go. Just shoot and
Yeah,
upload. That's it.
I
From
know.
like video. Yeah.
That's kind of one of the ideas that we had was just yeah, just follow
Hmm.
us around in our reptile room, see what we do, like our daily
Yeah.
routine and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even like this, like this, like small podcast, right? We didn't even plan. I don't have, like three staff, like following me around. So I just shoot, just like, hey, do you guys want to do podcast? And that's it. No planning, no like production stuff, things like that. Just shoot, call you guys, and then it's gonna upload it tomorrow. Well, I have one staff that helping me with the video edit. Other than that, just cameras and like microphone and like us, with you guys. That's it. There's not nothing complex about it. Just keep posting. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because one of the reason that I like to start bringing like you guys and then some other breeders that have kids and families or things like that. So my goal is to kind of like introduce to other people that might scare or might think about how taboo our like hobby is, or they still think like we are bad people or like crazy, full of tattoos or things like that. Kind of like showcasing them like we just regular people, that love animals in general. That's probably why I started this like podcast or interview or like whatever that you guys want to call it. That's the whole idea. That's it. So
yeah. It really helps because yeah, like in the beginning when we first started getting into snakes, it is about like all the tattoos and the tough guys, and I felt really intimidated. Like even just going to the reptile shows and going up to people at their booth like was really
hmm
intimidating and stuff.
hmm
But then just through watching the interviews with other reptile people and just seeing like how you said that they're just people, just like me and you, and it really helps. Yeah, and the community
yeah,
has
it's
just
like
been
big
so
time.
supportive of us.
Yeah. So if you can start the video like this weekend, that'll be great. I will help you guys promote it.
Okay.
Yeah. Look,
It's
if you
funny
guys
you
need
said that because
anything,
yeah, it's funny you said that because we filmed a whole bunch of stuff. I just
and then
haven't
never
like
post
put
it.
it. Yeah, I just haven't put it together into a video to upload yet.
Yeah, just just post it. Forget about the editing part, the production content, things like that. Just upload it. If you guys need me to help you guys with the logo or like introduction, whatever, just let me know. I have like one step that I can use to create like introduction if you guys want. Other than that, just shoot and upload. That's it from the phone. Like me and Kevin actually talk about this. Like nowadays our phone is much better than camera itself.
Yeah.
Like I'm using this I think it's Sony A7 Mark III. The quality is almost the same like my iPhone, you know, which is the thing that you can put in your pocket. That's it. Just like open and then put DM pictures and then DM videos. That's it. So super easy. Yeah. So you guys gonna start like this weekend or no?
We can
Huh?
do it, and then we'll
Yeah.
dedicate our first episode to you.
Yeah. So you guys need to start because you know that a lot of people start like from just a regular videos and then their channel blew up like there's no tomorrow. They go really big. So you guys just need to start like from somewhere. I know that kind of like that hold back feeling that okay, so what about if I upload this and then people like make fun of us or they don't like our video, things like that. There's always gonna be people that say this and that and complaining. The only reason they doing that is because they never done it before, so it's easier for them to complain, right? But if you're doing it, you know um, it's always better just to upload it. Don't overthink about this and that, the logo or the production. Just upload it. But yes, you're gonna get like complaint or like thumbs down or like dislike or things like that. It is what it is. It's just the you know part of the process. I get a lot of like thumbs down and then people like hating me too. But I don't really care. I keep posting. So
We kind of got a little bit of that, like on our Instagram.
it's
Like,
always they're like
yeah,
everywhere.
I know, or like just parents criticizing you about, oh, aren't you putting your kids in danger and stuff like that. It's like they're always supervised. It's not like they're in, like I let them sleep with their snake or something.
Yeah, yeah. Usually people that have like much free times complaining or like putting these bad comments because they have nothing better to do. So that's why they spend their time like bad commenting about anything. So you just better focus and then keep doing like what you can do. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you just keep staying
um
positive.
Anything new with you guys animal wise? I mean, what is the next animal that you guys want to get?
Um, I think we're good on
Dinosaur?
animals right now.
Like too
I
many
think
of
that
them.
the goal the goal is like, okay, we have to produce our
Slow
first
down.
clutch first before before we can pick up any more animals, because otherwise we'll just have way too many projects going on, and then none of our projects will take off, right? So we kind of had
Right.
to narrow our focus a little bit. And so
Hmm.
we're really excited because Mike over at Porter's Python let us
Yeah, super nice guy.
borrow. Yeah, he let us borrow a breeding pair
Oh
so
yeah.
that we could actually have our first clutch this year. Because otherwise
Yeah.
it'd be like another two years or something, right? Because right now we only have all babies.
Yeah, he's like super nice guy. That Mike. I already invited him to do the podcast with me. So hopefully like next week or so. Super nice guy.
Yeah,
And then
he's been great,
yeah,
like a real
yeah.
great mentor to us.
Oh yeah,
The
he is.
funny, the funny thing, if you're talking about like, how do you get, parents to, get into the reptiles? Usually, like my number one answer would be like, go visit Mike Porter's booth.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
He
true.
always
Why
has like a
would
big
we
yeah.
go
snake.
visit
I mean, that's how they got
reptile
these guys into snakes.
stores?
Yeah, we were actually at our first reptile show looking
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
bearded dragon stuff. And then this guy with this big snake says, "Hey kids, you guys want to hold a big snake?" And so of course the kids were like, "Yeah!" And so they went over and they held Elvira.
Ellen
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, Ellis did.
Yeah.
And then I started it.
And then you started it, and then that's how we got our first snake.
Yeah, it's always good because like this local expo is probably the best place to start because once like people that kind of like leery or like feel like defensive when it comes to like this hobby, when they go there and they see we are just normal people and then a lot of us like normal people, and then they feel kind of like a little bit calm down, I guess,
Yeah.
comfortable about the hobby, and then they can start from there. And then just like what you just said that yeah, my partner is probably the best. He has a really good family too, so that should be a really good examples, to kind of like showcase to other people. Yeah.
Yeah, and he shares his information freely. Like I had a million questions, and as a newspaper, it's so hard to get information out of people. But he spent so much time talking to us and answering all of our questions, and so
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like what spurred her on to like, oh, I want to be the same way. I want to teach people and and share and
Hmm.
show that these animals aren't really scary.
Yeah. Ellie seems to like to teach, huh? Is that
Yeah.
her passion to teach other people? That's really great. Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, in terms of like ball python, I know you guys have 20 of them, but what are they like? What project that you are thinking to work on or focus on? Do you guys know?
I got a dreamsicle.
It's her project. What's your project?
Oh, Alice project. What are they? Tell me. Tell me.
I got a dreamsicle project. Mine is a Nidra.
What's you have
Oh,
a
what? A new gene. Wow. Call it
he wants
Adam.
yeah, he wants to discover a new gene. That's his project.
We need a yellow belly pie.
Yellow belly pie. Wow. So that's what you guys focus on right now, trying to make yellow belly pie and Adam's new gene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this then. Let's do something fun because I'm working on with a lot of imports. Let's do this. If I discover a new morph, let's call it Adam. How's that?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, tell him the name of the new gene that you want to call it. What's the name that you came up with?
George Beard and Hero that did with the time plants on Hero.
What is it?
Remember, he wants to name it the hay.
So tell him, what's the project name?
What is the project name, Adam? Let's call it Adam. So if there's like super, we can call it Super Adam. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Atom
The Adam one.
or the
Yeah, the
Super
Adams. Super Adam. That'd be great, right?
Because if you remember, because atoms make up everything.
Yeah. Everything is Adam, made of Adam. Yeah. Let's ask, Kevin, like, why did you name him Adam?
Oh. Both of them are named
Uh-huh.
after cars that I like. Have you heard of the Lotus Elise?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Ellis, but it's just pronounced different.
Um, yeah,
And then
I get
for
it.
Adam is
Adam,
Ariel Atom.
Which one is that?
It's it looks like a street version of the F1 race cars.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't call like Adams, right? Is it?
Well, his name is spelled Atom.
Oh,
We just
okay.
pronounce it as the Atom. Yeah.
I got it. Okay. So you like cars too?
Yeah.
Okay. If money is not the object, right? What car do you like to have? Just one. Pick one.
Ariel Adam. No.
There's so many cars now.
Huh? Yeah. So pick one. Okay. Pick three then. Top three. Let's make it easy for you. Top three.
He's not a car guy anymore though.
He's like a car guy. Oh yeah.
He
So you
bought a
changed your mind?
motorcycle, and so
Yeah,
now
it-
he's
He's a motorcycle
a
man.
motorcycle guy.
It would probably
Okay.
be, if I were to pick three, it would probably be the Ariel Atom
Mhm.
Bingo.
and then the Lotus Elise
Okay.
and then a Yamaha
Yes,
R1.
bingo.
Oh, R1 just R1 or R1M? Just a regular R1?
Yeah, the R1M.
Yeah. Do you like to ride motorcycle? Do you race or no? Just a regular motorcycle?
I like the they used to call them the crotch rockets. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, track, yeah. Well, you don't have to say that you like to race because I know that you don't want to get in trouble. Okay. I didn't know if you like motorcycles and cars too. Should be bad. Yeah. Have you seen like the new Ducati?
one.
No, I haven't.
No? Yes, it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, they have this new Ducati V4S, the racing version. So I like to race, and then I like motorcycles. I love cars too, like in general. So I know like anything about like motorcycles. Yeah, R1 that Yamaha, the new one, the R1M is like really really fast. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
but it's
scary
really
fast.
hard right now, because like once you have kids, sometimes your hobby becomes other things, right? Now
Well,
focus on the animals.
well, when I got into motorcycles, were already born. Um,
Mm,
so I don't know. I guess I went a different route than most people
yeah,
go.
yeah. Keep it that way right now. Just focus on the safety right now. Okay, Kevin. Don't go and then
That's
do
how he
anything crazy.
convinced me. He said, I have to get a faster motorcycle so I can be safer on the road, so I can get away from the crazy cars.
Right?
Yeah, kind of true or not, but yeah. Just be safe out there. Yeah. Anything else that you guys wanna discuss other than
How old are
animals?
you?
Yeah. How old I am? Can you guess?
He gets so
15.
15.
15. That's actually true. Well, not true, but I do look like 15 years old. It's like really funny. Like before, every time I go to like a restaurant, like bars, when I order like wine, they always ask me for IDs, and I used to hate it. But now it's kind of like compliment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because before it's like, really, you're gonna check my ID? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in my early 30s. So yeah, I'm really young, super young. Yeah, I mean, I look like 16, but yeah, I still, able to date like high school girls if I wanted to. But yeah,
I mean, he's trying to dress older so he looks like a dad.
I mean, age just a numbers. I mean, we tend to age really well too. Yeah, right. And anything that you guys wanna, say to your friends or to any other people out there, especially kids. Adam, start from you. Adam look like really serious right now.
Love reptiles.
Perfect. What about you, Alice?
Same thing.
Same thing. My goodness. What about you guys? For those parents out there,
Just keep an open mind and trust your kids because you raised them.
you have to, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Kevin? Last comment.
Daddy. Daddy.
You still thinking about motorcycle, huh?
Yeah, I think it's like it really goes back to like being involved with your children, making sure that they're learning proper responsibilities. That even though sometimes they say that they want something, you still gotta be a parent about it and make sure that they're learning the proper responsibility for the pets that they're gonna own. And it's gonna go a long way for them in the future.
Perfect. All right, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. And then, if nothing else, I'll see you guys at the next expo show. Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good night, you guys. Bye.